What's going on, webheads? Today is day 3 of the filming of The Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Mark Webb just tweeted a third picture. We've got 3 pictures so far and it's a locker. And before I say anything more, let me just connect everything that we've heard for the past couple of days and make a sense out of it. So a few days ago, there was this guy, Sean O'Connell, who tweeted Mark that Mark Webb is probably going to expand Spidey universe, sort of, and Mark replied to him, "Think bigger." And a lot of people suggested, including me, that this might actually mean that Spidey will be in the MCU and he might actually appear in the Avengers. Well, apparently that's not the case. By saying think bigger, Mark probably meant to say that he is going to expand Spidey's universe, and that's it basically. So it's not necessary that he will be in the Avengers, right? Now, another thing today from the synopsis, we've got to know that Peter will know Harry Osborn, sort of. He knew him since childhood in The Amazing Spider-Man, Mark Webb's Spider-Man. Synopsis told us that an old friend, Harry Osborn, is coming back, so if Peter knew Harry since childhood, perhaps they grew up together. This actually might mean only one thing, and a lot of people suggested the same thing, that Harry will play sort of this role. He'll actually play this sort of Eddie Brock in the Ultimate Comics. You guys know that Peter and Eddie sort of were childhood friends, and Peter's dead. They worked on the symbiote costume, which was named back then Cancer Curing Suit. So if Harry will play this sort of Eddie Brock in Mark Webb's Spider-Man, you know, this locker, it actually is basically represents, it does look like this thing, this particular comic book panel when we see a symbiote in such a similar locker, and it takes place in the Ultimate Spider-Man comic book, so maybe there is a symbiote in it, who knows, or maybe it's just a modular locker for dead bodies and it has nothing to do with the symbiote. Now, if it has something to do with symbiotes, then guys, we should expect a Venom movie, which was rumored which is surfing the web for a few years now. So, you know, if Mark Webb is going to expand the universe, yesterday we got to know that Paul Giamatti is confirmed. He will probably play Rhino, and there's the guy Colin Farrell who just joined the cast. He might play Vulture or Norman Osborn, whatever happened to Michael Massey. So 3 villains, including Electro, you know, and a sort of an Easter egg, or maybe some kind of storyline, including Venom suit. Now, this is I think this is very risky to put lots of stuff in one movie, you know. I have this feeling that there will be more than 3 films by Mark Webb, or maybe they will change the director and somebody else will continue the thing. The Amazing Spider-Man 4, The Amazing Spider-Man 5, since if we have 3 villains, Electro, Vulture or Norman Osborn, and Rhino and The Amazing Spider-Man 2, it might be actually a Sinister 6 later on. We just need a few more. So yeah guys, Mark Webb is obviously very excited. He posts these tweets every day, every filming day, and today we've got this locker, which looks like a locker from a comic book, in which we see symbiote, sort of, and Harry Osborn. Then the Khan might actually play this sort of Eddie Brock in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 thing. Well, you know, probably so many things will happen in the Amazing Spider-Man 2. A lot of stuff is including. Now we've got this speculation that symbiote, Venom stuff might be actually in it, which will later on tie into a separate Venom movie. Now, this is either going to be a huge success, or it's going to be a complete failure and Mark Webb will go back to direct music videos. And by the way, here's just a brief picture of the filming of The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I found it on comicbookmovie.com. Nothing special really, just some kind of crew on the street of New York City. So yeah, tell me guys what you think, and I'm out for now.